Well, now the real season begins, and a week from tonight, and uh, looking forward to going and playing in Milwaukee, and hopefully the fans that have been here that through our two exhibitions are really excited are as excited as I am, and I know our players are for this season, and we'll make the trek down there. Love to be back in the Fiserv for both of those matches. But uh, obviously tonight we played a lot of different combinations, and that was kind of the plan going in. And uh, you know, I think our spin servers set the tone at the beginning of the match. Uh, Grace times two, and just really put a lot of pressure until our flow servers could get a little bit more comfortable behind the service line. But I thought they did a great job, and and our passing was great the entire match. And then that's the first match, even though it doesn't go in our official win-loss record, but it's the first time against an opponent in about a year and a half that Grace has played the front row. And in case anybody has forgotten what kind of talent she is, I think that was a reminder today of what we knew that we were getting when she decided to come here. Um, and then just in the fourth set, I thought we came out a little bit sleepy in at the start of the fourth set, and we kind of dug in. And the ability of never giving up on yourselves or the team or what it is a quality that elite teams have to have. And I thought we did a good job with the energy of the crowd behind us of just kind of digging in there. I thought Hoppy came in and did a really, really nice job in a variety of ways there in the fourth sets, serving and defending, and her decision making and her location was really, really good. And when we went and do a 6-2 and just allowed us to have three front row attackers, all six rotations, and I thought that was a big factor of us being able to come back and win that fourth set.
For Grace, what was that like in the first set there with those four aces with your top spin?
Yeah, I mean, felt great. Being like out for so long, almost like a year and a half. Uh, Doing that again, felt great, and just like being around my teammates just felt amazing.
Kristen, the fourth set doesn't even count, and none of it counts, but it's exhibition, but that one doesn't count, and yet it seems like the crowd got more into it. There was some proving going on. What does that experience do for you, carrying forward?
Yeah, I mean, the crowd always does a really good job pouring into us. Their energy means so much to us at every point, especially when they get up on their feet, all the big points, every time that they just stand up and cheer for us. I think it really fires us up a lot and keeps us going. So,
Let's say for Grace and Kristen, just the celebrations after the service aces. Was that? I don't remember that last year. Is that something new that started in the spring? And what started it? What was the catalyst for it?
I don't know.
Was it like we saw it more like LVB Madison?
I think it might have come from
And-
Love Madison.
Yeah,
Maybe. But yeah, definitely new.
yeah.
Wasn't going on last season.
Thought it
Was it
was
just-
cool. So
Is it just like whoosh, or just what's the? What do you guys say when you guys come together?
it's like, yeah, it's like the Cristiano Ronaldo celebration. So yeah.
Kelly, what do you feel like you learned about your team there in that fourth set, especially toward the end of that fourth set?
Any experience. We've got competitors on our team. We've got talented people, but volleyball is a connectivity sport, right? And just how you work together, how you communicate. when it's back and forth, when your back's against the wall, all those things. I mean, that fourth set was over, and Ana Bardero had this great cover, of just being, relevant on the court. That's one of the things we talk about a lot is you're never spectating. You're never just watching. She makes a really nice hustle play, positions herself, gets balance, and just fights and gets underneath that ball in a rally that we end up winning based off of effort. There's a lot of those types of sets are good. I know where our talent is. I know where our heart is. I know, we've got some, the comeback that we've made tonight. We've done it quite a few times in practices. Now, if you don't make those comebacks, then you're getting on them in practice for not making these comebacks and digging in. But if you do, then you're getting on the other side for how do you allow that happen? You've got to bury them when you've got the opportunity, right? But that's where the kind of the fun is in practice. We're constantly mixing up. Like we mixed up all four sets, and then last week all four sets. That's every day in practice. I mean, we're just we're mixing around like we're a goulash here, and and learning to fight. I'll tell you what that word means later. Just learning to fight together, and so it's what did I learn? I don't know. I don't know if we learned anything that we didn't already know about our people. We just, it's just the experience and the opportunity. Really happy. I know one of Butler's players got hurt last night. Hopefully that brings him some good news there. But they showed a lot of fight coming out in that fourth set, and made us work for it. And Kyle's out there fighting along with his team, and just gave us exactly what we were hoping we were going to get tonight.
Kelly, you've had a number of kids come in with topspin serves over the years, and usually as you get into the season, that kind of goes away and they end up float serving. You think the two Graces might be exceptions to that, and that topspin serve brings another element to it if you can be reliable with it?
I don't know. You want to go to a float serve by the time we get to October, or do you have confidence in your spin serve?
No, I do have a lot of confidence on my top spin.
She does, and Egan. I told Egan, I said, at the beginning, she said, "Do you want me floating, or do you want me spin serving?" And I said, "Well, I think the ability of being able to do both is really important." I said, "What do you want to do?" And she walked away without answering me. And about 30 seconds later, she's back here spin serving. And it's like, all right, well, I guess I got my answer right there. The other thing was today in serve and pass, I had my back to the servers. Everybody was just serving, and I would just, you hear the float serve, kind of the thud, and then crack, and it was, I was walking away from it, and I remember going, man, that's a fun sound. That's both of those guys when they get a hold of it. They both crack it, and their ability. She came right out of the gate, and I think your first one was right down the line on an ace, right? And
Yep.
so she went right over at 12 o'clock, saw them shifting over, and goes right down, and then it was chaos with what they were trying to figure out. And Egan's got that ability of putting with her right hand, putting it at 12 and 11 and 1, working the sides of the ball. And once you start doing that as a spin server, it becomes really gnarly. And her serve, you can tell she's been serving with a lot of confidence in practice.
Say the other Grace Egan, just with her attacking with the 9 kills today. How did you see her perform? What stood out from her performance tonight?
She can impact the match in a lot of different ways, right? One thing I really enjoy about Grace, and we saw this from Audrey as well today, which was really nice for somebody of her age, is when one part of their game isn't there, it doesn't affect other parts of their game. And that takes maturity, that takes toughness, but it also takes skill. And Egan can impact the game in a lot of ways. She played opposite for 2 sets tonight, and then play on the left side for 1 set. She's got that ability of going back and forth. We did a lot of passing too. We passed with 2 passers. With her and Anna the second half of the match, and they're just clearing everybody out of the way and just saying, hey, we got the entire court. And I think there might have been one time that we weren't in system when we were passing to. Just the entire time we were just able to run our offense. I think we've got 2 elite liberos right now, and I thought they did a really good job.
Kelly, what stood out to you about your middles with Jail out? Kind of what did you see from Lenny and Natalie that you liked?
I thought they looked a little sluggish tonight. The 3 of them. We've been seeing a lot more, and part of that might have been the coaching. Quite honestly, we put them through the pretty tough practice yesterday, a lot tougher than what we typically do going into a match, and I think it probably showed a little bit. So it's the middles have gotten better and better and better. I'm not sure we were as effective. Nat got a couple really, really nice swings in there, and then her serving got a little bit better the second half of the match when she started adding her drop serve. But they're talented. Kimura can get on a ball, and she makes really strong block moves. I'm not sure she's making great reads, but part of that is just the experience of the more matches we get into. Lenny, I'm not sure we were constantly, she wasn't popping as much, and we weren't, I don't think, setting her as high as what she kind of needs it a little bit. But we've got some talent in that middle. I feel comfortable with any one of those 3. Certainly Jayla getting in the lineup is, and her potential is exciting.
Kristen, Kelly kind of mentioned the passing the 2, and you and Anna have been kind of trading libero jersey back and forth so far. Do you get a sense of what the 2 of you can do together out there?
Yeah, I think we both, just every day are just learning from each other. She has a lot of knowledge that she carries with her, and so just competing every day in practice, and I think it's just been super fun to work together and just see how each other do things, and it was super fun to pass to in the back court. We were like, we got this. So it was super fun.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.